In the past week, there was an unfortunate situation regarding the newest Hazbin Hotel song Poison and the pilot voice actor of Angel Dust, Michael Kovach. The situation spiraled a little on Twitter, so I think it's important to have a chat about it and give my thoughts at the end as well. So, a couple days ago, the newest Hazbin Hotel song called Poison released. It was received quite well by fans, and it was our first time hearing Angel Dust sing since the Addict music video back in 2020. Blake Roman is Angel's new voice actor, and many people were praising his performance. Unfortunately, there were some people criticising the new voice, saying it doesn't fit the character. Once the song came out, Michael Kovach made a tweet saying, "Before anyone asks, I will not be covering any of Angel's songs from the Prime series. Please respect that, thank you." Basically saying that he won't be doing covers of the songs, since he's most likely been asked this question numerous times by fans. A little later, Michael did another tweet saying, "You don't have to put one person down to praise another," showcasing some tweets mentioning him. The first image shows a tweet saying, "Also Blake Roman killed it, sorry, I fully support the recast, as much as I love him, Michael Kovach cannot sing." The second says, "I love Michael, he's just not a good singer," and 10,000% I don't get why people complain about Michael not being Angel singing wise. In Addict his voice was heavily auto-tuned, I prefer Blake. And the last image says, "Michael did a great job in the pilot, but say it with me, he can't sing." After this tweet, some of the people who made these comments got sent hate. One user said, "Michael, I understand your feelings and I agree with your sentiment, but now these accounts are being found and harassed. I agree some of these are mean-spirited, but you have such a massive following that risks these people's safety." Michael replied with, "The tweet is gone." He did a new tweet saying, "I had to delete the tweet. I caught word that folks were being discovered and harassed, which I can never tolerate. Please, 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 please do not harass people ever. I want to apologise to anyone who is harassed following my recent tweet. I censored the names and ads but failed to consider profile pictures and reverse searching words from said tweets. I recognise that as a larger account, I need to be more mindful when referencing other users' tweets." He followed up with, "To summarise my original tweet, please be mindful of what you post and who could potentially see it. Putting someone down in the same breath that you're praising another is hurtful. Criticism is good, so long as it isn't objectively ripping into another person for no reason." Another one of the initial users he had quoted said, "I'd like to apologise, Michael. What I said wasn't said in malice. I'm sorry I upset you. I never intended to. I definitely could have been nicer with my wording. I love your song as well as Blake's. I understand if you don't want to forgive me." Michael then responded saying, "Everything is good between us. Thank you for reaching out." In response to this, both Silvahound and Sam Haft had their own responses to the situation. Silva was the creator of Addict, and Sam worked on Poison. Silva said, "Also, don't talk shit if you're not willing to have shit talked back. Oldest rule in the effing world, you immature mouth breathers. I don't give a F." Sam said, "Just preemptively gonna say, Silva and I are friends and worked together as recently as November. If you at either of us trying to frame Addict and Poison as though they're competing, neither one of us gonna be into that. There's room for more than one slutty spider song. No matter how proud I am of what we've done, I don't want to see it used to knock anyone else. Projects grow and change and people have strong opinions about that, but I got nothing but respect for folks who worked on the early stuff. It's a small world and most of us know each other." So that's all of the tweets documented and discussed. With that out of the way, it's time to get into my opinion. Overall, the situation was completely avoidable and didn't need to happen at all. There was no need for the Twitter users to be so hostile. The comments that said that Michael can't sing is incorrect, because if you've heard his performances in Billy Bust Up, he's a wonderful singer. On the flip side, there was no need to see the Twitter users get harassed either. Some of them immediately regretted what they said, and some had to delete their accounts because of it. Obviously, none of this was Michael's fault, but this is just something that happens on Twitter if you respond to hate. I think Michael was very mature in this situation, and I'm glad he was able to talk it out with one of the accounts. People said before that fans would have a hard time adjusting to the new cast, and it's unfortunately became a reality. Some users are unable to move on and are too attached to the pilot cast. It's understandable to have your own preferences, but it's a completely separate issue to bash both voice actors. Blake and Michael are both great voice actors, and like Michael said, you shouldn't resort to tearing others down to try and bring someone up. The new Poison song was amazing, so I hope this hasn't ruined the overall fun mood generated by the new release. If you have any opinions on the topic or thoughts on what I've said, I'd love for you to leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.